Real Chip TV, Chip Chatter, the T-shirt sweepstakes. I guess the first inaugural T-shirt contest. I can't say that word ever. Inaugural. Nelson Aguilar.
Inaugural.
Yeah, inaugural. Thank you. I am your host, Stephen Hellman. Good thing it's the first one. Never going to happen again, so I never have to say it again. I'm your host, Stephen Hellman, here with Tom Moresco, founder of the Chip God blog, and the shirts are in, as we showed in the video, and they're nice shirts. They're really nice shirts.
I like these.
And like we said, whoever has the best question today is going to win one of these shirts. Your choice, white or black. We got all the sizes you need, so here we go. Let's dive into it. We got a lot of questions. We're going to get through these. All right. At Kyler Gehart asks, do you think Bradford will step up his game, or do you think we might have to start Sanchez at some point in time?
I think Sam Bradford will do just a good enough job to keep the job, obviously, and I think that they're going to be patient with him, and they knew the risk coming in. So no Sanchez, all Bradford.
All Bradford. All right. At Philadelphia Eagles 2015, who starts if Ryan Matthews performance keeps up? Who starts, DeMarco Murray or Ryan Matthews?
I think they're going to go with DeMarco Murray, barring injury. He just has a big contract, and don't give up on DeMarco, man. They didn't block well the first couple games, and Ryan Matthews got it going, and DeMarco will pick that up, and they'll both be 1-2 tandem, really good in the NFL.
Yeah, they changed their blocking scheme, and I think Murray's just too talented to keep that guy on the bench.
Sure.
At 99 Spencer 12 asks, why do you think our run game did so much better? Because the offensive line or the running back?
I think it was a combination of both. I think DeMarco Murray was getting frustrated, and Ryan Matthews, just that breath of fresh air in there. He really he was breaking tackles and doing great. But also the run game, as far as the scheme of things, under center more, and the O-line, Chip switched up, did some unbalanced line. Riley Cooper and Brent Selleck had really good games blocking in the run game. So I think it was a combination of everything.
Yeah. At Jay Galgos, do you believe that our defense and also our offense can both crack the top 10?
That's a great question. I hope so. I think the offense will come around. Defense is 17th right now. Offense is 31st, so they got some ground to make up.
Yeah.
And I just hope for wins. That's really the end game for me.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for right now. At Young Bean Sprout, I like that handle. Do you think it was a mistake cutting Tim Tebow and trading for Kiko Alonso?
I do not think it was a mistake to cut Tim Tebow. I don't know why it would be. Nothing showed me that Tim Tebow would be any better than any of our quarterbacks.
Kiko, trading for Kiko.
Okay, yeah. Shady's not doing great. I think that we took a risk on Kiko. Whether or not that pans out is yet to be seen. But I don't think that trading Shady McCoy in that big contract away was really a big deal.
That Murray deal looms even larger now because they don't have Romo or Des Bryant. If you think about it, so exactly. I mean that gets stealing DeMarco. It's a big thing.
They don't have their three best players from last year are all gone.
That's rough. That's tough for them. All right. At Kai_0651, do you think Chip Kelly will be the Philadelphia Eagles head coach for a few more years?
Yeah, I do. He's 10-6 2 years in a row, and season-saving victory last Sunday, and hopefully we can get another big one this Sunday and keep rolling.
Yeah, I don't want him to go anywhere for a while. At Elias Batestill? It's like Bay, but a pretzel at the end. I don't know. At Elias Batestill, was the win due to chemistry or execution? I like your question. I'm sorry I'm butchering your handle.
I think it was a little bit of both as well. I think the chemistry of this team's showing. It's a family, and they were that culture, man. Everyone mocks it and makes fun of it, but they stick together, and a lot of teams could have rolled over and died. You saw a lot of teams drop to 0-3, going through the same type of adversity as the Eagles, but the Eagles were the ones that rose above, and they had a tough task with that defense. So. I think that the chemistry was big, and the execution was also huge too.
Yeah, they play as a team. What is a team? Fly together, man. Fly together. At J_Tough23, how do you think our young secondary will develop in years to come?
I think it's going to be great. I like Eric Rowe a lot. I think they're doing the right thing in easing him in. Byron Maxwell, a lot of people don't really consider him young, but he is only 27 years old. He's just going into his prime. Jenkins is 28, so he's in his start of his prime as well. Walter Thurmond, same deal. So it's all guys going into their prime or younger, and I think they're doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, I agree. At Nate.Dorley asked, do you think Nelson Aguilar will win Rookie of the Year this year?
With that tough start, good stat today I saw 81% of Nelson Aguilar's snaps have been against Revis, Desmond Trufant, and Brandon Carr. Those are the top three corners on. That's the top corner on each of the three teams we played. So I mean, they're definitely paying the kid some extra attention. He's gotten open, and Sam has to get a little more comfortable throwing the ball to the outside. I think when you're coming off a knee surgery, that will be fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
It's tough to step into throws and make those long throws, but I think as the season goes on, it'll help. As far as Rookie of the Year, I think there's a kid in Tennessee who's playing some really good football right now, and he could get it.
Yeah. At G_Cassie17 asked, do you think that punt return TD by Sproles is what's going to turn our season around? I called that. I said some big play, but not
Big
the
moment.
punt, but the big moment. I think it does.
And that was it. Yeah. That was it.
I mean,
it's going to turn it around, man. That was the big spark we needed, and I think they're going to roll. I think they win against Washington this weekend, and I think that play will be looked at in that game in all. I mean, as ugly a win it was, I think that those couple big plays that we made were just enough to save the season, keep us afloat.
Can't put some hair on your chest, build some character, you know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. At 42 Duck Lover, do you think changing the offense slightly would help get our points and wins up?
Changing the offense slightly will.
Yeah, do you think changing the offense slightly would help get our points and wins up?
Well, yeah, Chip made adjustments. Like I said earlier, he went with an unbalanced line on a lot of the run formations. If you notice that he slowed the pace down, and then he sped it up, and he slowed it down. He sped it up, and he slowed it down. He sped it up, and it had the Jets tripping over themselves, man. And if they're going to do things like that, and teams are going to be caught off guard like that, I think that's the type of changes and adjustments that you need to win games.
Yeah, Chip's just got his own way of doing things.
Yeah.
Mad scientist genius. So I don't question it. Just watch it. At Michael Cruz, Cruseee asks, if Kiko returns, what do the Eagles do about Hicks? You can't bench a player playing at that magnitude.
No, I mean, you can't. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he's a rookie. He's going to have his hiccups. He's going to have his big games. But at the end of the day, you can only be very pleased with having that depth because, Kiko's had his injury problems. Same with Kendricks. D'Amico's coming off a pretty bad injury. And, I mean, who would have thought when we picked Jordan Hicks in round 3, everyone put their hands up in the air like, what? And next thing you know, this guy's, our best linebacker. So.
No, and there's an article that came out this week. There's an article that came out this week, and it was just like it was about what Chip saw, what they saw in him, and stuff like that, and went into it. So it was pretty cool, pretty good read. At AJ Richardson _24 asked, do you regret trading Bradford for Foles?
Well, we traded Foles for Bradford, so wrong.
Yes, I read. No, he
he
made a typo. I didn't fix it. So.
Just messing around. No, I don't. I think Sam Bradford will be just fine.
Yeah. At official Levwin Music asks, in the past 2 years, the offense was very untempo and unstoppable. What do you think the reason for the slow start is, and why haven't the team been able to fire on all cylinders as it did in the past 2 years?
I think it's the new pieces. You took a risk with Sam Bradford, and you took a risk in creating a cost-effective offense as far as their receiving core goes. They're young. They're not expensive like Macklin and Jackson making double-digit millions a year. That money would be tied up in our receivers rather than our defense, which very, very badly needed some investing in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of a pick and choose thing. It's not Madden settings, turn salary cap off and go get whoever you want. You got a budget, and I think that we took a step back to take 2 steps forward. So this development and this process is going to be, not an overnight thing. What was the question again?
Why hasn't
So the offense, that's why. I mean, because you kind of had to understand that we're taking 1 step back to take 2 steps forward, and that's something that's hard to do as a fan, is be patient, and that's it. That's why. That's a really
good way to phrase that because that's really what happened. We needed to get our defense better at really any cost. So sacking a little bit with the receiver core to get that defense a little better. I think
at the end of the day, the receiving core, it's not like they're not talented. They're just not experienced, and they're not costly. But in a couple years, when they start developing, they might need those big contracts. So you never know.
Yeah, but you got to get young players, keep them going. That's the thing. And the winner of the Chip Guide T-shirt, great question here, at MJ Schmidt 17 asks, big question. But the first part is, what do you think the most attributes to Sam Bradford's slow start? He then went into, take notes on this question, guys. He did his homework here. He says, comments to further piggyback on this question. He thinks hangover from sitting out an entire year due to injury, lack of preseason reps, not fully understanding the offense, drops by the receivers, or defense keen on the pass due to ineffectiveness of the rush.
I think he answered his own question. I think, the first comment he said was the hangover from sitting out a year. Well, the guy sat out 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that, the ineffectiveness of the rush, I mean, when we brought Sam Bradford here, everyone was talking about how bad his situation in St. Louis was as far as not having a run game, not having receivers, being able to catch passes, and the inexperience and no chemistry with the receivers because they're in and out. And I think that that's shown. I mean, we brought him here to be backed by a strong run game, and it hasn't happened yet. We brought him here to have more talent around him, and those guys are dropping passes, and they're not getting open as well as they may have in the past. And that's all something that it all boils up into one big, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I think you saw it get on track a little bit against the Jets, who are a very good defense, and I think against the Redskins you'll even see it more, and then against the Saints you'll see it more, and then against the Giants you'll see it more, and it'll just keep going the same pattern. I think they're gonna figure each other out, because you have to remember Sam Bradford's new here too, so when he didn't have chemistry with some of the new guys in St. Louis, when they're bringing guys in and out trying to figure that out, and new coaching staffs. Well, he's going through that same thing again this year, and that's tough for any quarterback, especially coming off of the 2 ACL surgeries and the receivers that he has. He doesn't have a veteran to lean on or anything like that. So this is all like a rookie team coming together, and that's really the biggest thing. But you know what Chip did is he went out, he got a defense, so we can be competitive with a defense. And who would have thought Chip Kelly's Eagles are a defensive-led team?
Yeah.
That's impressive to me, and I know people don't look at the little nuances of Chip Kelly like as deep as some people do, like I do, and things like that, like how he was slowing the game down and then speeding it up to catch them off guard. Things, little things, and building that defense and all of that. I mean, you can say what you want about him, but the guy knows how to coach a football team, and that's the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it's offense, defense, special teams, clock management, speeding the game up, slowing down, tempo, whatever. The guy knows how to coach a football team, and I think that his tactic, as long as we can survive this early going of the season, this defense is going to get better every game, as they have. This offense is going to get better every game. The run game's going to get better. The pass game's going to get better, and this team is developing. And you're going to be really sorry if you're talking about how bad they are and how you're done with them and things like that. You just gotta believe, and that's what we believe. We fly together.
Sure do.
We fly together.
Fly together. I'm gonna leave them all with this real quick. Eagles played their best game offensively against the best defense they played all year. So there's some improvement against the best defense they played all year.
In their most recent game too.
Yeah.
So
the Jets were flying as high as they could fly. So they were at the highest altitude, and Kelly just shot them down. What I'm going to need from you, MJ Schmidt, 17, congrats on winning. We're going to DM you. You're going to give us, a way for us to ship it to you, and you're going to get the shirt. And that's what we're going to do. And if you want, you should probably, give us a little love, post on your page, be like, Guilt, I got a shirt. So we don't look like phonies that we didn't give these shirts
at mention us. We want a little mention. We want to show that we're the voice of the fans and that we're supporting the fans, just like, because you guys support us, so we want to support you guys as well. So we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways, so keep looking out for it. We got a lot of different things. We have a fantasy league. The 11 people in the league, they know what's on the line. It's a Stitch jersey, a couple T-shirts. We got more shirts coming. We're going to do Stitch jersey giveaways. We want to know who you guys like right now, who we want to grab some jerseys for, so we can start giving stuff away. It's free gear, so get on now. Chip God, fly together.
Yeah, man. Guys, good prizes to be won. Eagles are looking like they're turning things around. It's a good time to be alive. Good time to be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Fly together. Real Chip TV.